Hey everybody, this is Getting to Know Marriage. I'm Tika.
It's Greg.
And today, it's Monday. And Monday we are off. We work Tuesday through Saturday. So our Sunday and our Monday is our weekend for us. So Mondays we kind of get to chill together. We do random stuff. And today we're having a pedicure done together. So this is a good Monday. But what we're going to be talking about today is blended families. As we explained to you guys in the beginning, I have 3 children that I brought to the relationship, a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 12-year-old.
And I got 2 children that I brought to the family. I got a 17-year-old son and a 13-year-old daughter. Act like she's 40.
So, we are absolutely a blended family. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today and kind of, how we handle our blended family and what works for us. And I'm even going to share a little bit about, a personal experience.
Go ahead.
So our blended family.
Oh, you want me to talk about it?
Right.
Oh, okay. You didn't say all that. But it's a beautiful thing. It's the age bracket goes from, how old Brandon again? 12 all the way up to 23. It's not that bad as far as children, but we have 5 and it's between those ages, but it's a lot going on, but we manage because you got different backgrounds, you got different fathers involved, it's different people, period, just new people. So it's you have to take it differently with each and every child. And you can't sit each child down and explain to them the process or what's going on the same exact way you explained it to the previous one. But it's a process, and it's interesting and it's fun. I'm gonna say that it's fun because you never know what you're gonna get. Tickling.
And one of the blessings for us, as you guys can see, it's a little challenging for my husband to talk about per se, because we really, thank God, we have no issues concerning our blended family. We blend very well with, the other mother, the other father. There is zero drama where that is concerned, and we both do our best to stay on the same page with our children's other parent to avoid the manipulation as best we can. Guys, excuse, this is a pedicure and there's things going on with the feet, so don't think he's laughing at the conversation. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we do things, try to stay on the same page with the other parent to avoid our children manipulating our relationship in any way. Making sure that they understand that we're on the same page, we're on the same team, and that does not exclude their other parent. That just adds to the team as it pertains to them. And that's pretty much how we go about it. So we really don't have any issues, thank God, concerning that. But one of the things, because it was a topic that we were asked to discuss, one of the things that happened just on this week that I feel like I would like to share as it pertains to blended families. I have been a mother since I was 17 years old. Like I said, my oldest son is 23, and for 23 years, I don't care what happened, good, bad, or ugly, my children were my safety net, my security blanket, and there was no such thing as letting them go. Well, long story short, my youngest son has been asking for the past few months to stay with his father during the week and come with me on the weekends instead of vice versa, which really was taking me for a loop. So honestly, I just kept telling him no. And I was telling him no. I mean, this is the real of who we are. I was telling him no because I feel like I'm the better, more responsible parent to, take care of him and do what needs to be done and make sure that things are in place, because 9 times out of 10, moms are just better at those things than dads are. Plus some personal experience, some things that have gone on, I just decided no way that was my decision. But my son is 12 and he's a smart 12. So at 12, he understands very clearly what's going on, and he understands the decisions that he's making. So he continued to ask me until I literally started to feel bad, because I kept thinking, like, what am I doing and why am I saying no? I'm making this about me and not about my son. So when it started to bug me, I sat down and I talked to my husband, and of course, he reassured me that, Brandon is 12 years old. He knows what he's saying. He understands what he wants. And if that's what he wants, why not support it? So I had to become the mature one and step back and really not be selfish in this situation, because my reasons for wanting him to be with me most of the time were selfish. And I had to make it about him. So I had to put on my big girl panties and I let him go stay with his dad. And when I went to sign him up for school, y'all, I'm about to cry right now even just talking about it, but as I was signing the papers, I started crying because, it was just so many things running through my head, and I'm just thinking of all the things that I could possibly miss and making it all about me again. But at the end of the day, I had to remind myself, first of all, who am I? I'm his mom. And he's choosing to be with his dad. Like, there's really no difference in that. It's just a matter of, and it doesn't mean he loves me any less or that I'm relinquishing any responsibility or, authority in his life. It's really not about me. So I just had to man up and get myself together, and he's with his dad, and he comes with me on the weekends, and, we're going to make it work because that's what makes him happy. Oh my gosh.
It's all right, bro. Just calm down. I got you.
I know we're doing pedicures, but can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
In making that decision, would you advise other women, or what advice would you give to women that are in that situation?
Well, the advice that I would give, first of all, for women, like I said, we have a sense of entitlement to our children because we're their mom. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that a child has 2 parents. And each parent should be entitled to everything just the same. Each parent does not do, the same thing. But who am I to remove my son's father, even if it's to a minimal degree? Who am I to tell him, no, you can't be with your dad because I want you to be with me? To me, that's not a good enough reason. So if your child is not going to be in harm's way, if your child is not going to be endangered in any way, or put in situations that you're concerned about, we all love differently. And I was just telling my husband this when we were talking about my son. There are children out here who grow up with parents that are drug addicts, alcoholics, domestic violence situations. People don't even know, but this is what they live with and endure every single day. But some of those very children turn out to be the strongest people you know. But who are we to take their parent away because of what we feel like they have going on? I just don't think that's fair. And if a child is old enough to verbalize and communicate, I know what's going on here and I know what's going on there. And I choose to be here. Why not? Why not? But that's just my opinion, and it took me a long time to get there. But that's just my opinion. Because at the end of the day, what I told my husband was, if I said no to my son, he could get older and look back at me and say, you know what, Mom, if you would have let me stay with my dad, maybe this would not have happened. Right? Or He can, go stay with his dad and things turn out great, which is, what we all wish for, or things turn out not so great. But at the end of the day, he can never blame me for anything because I tried. I gave him what he asked for. So at that point, I'm removed from all of that. That's just the way I feel about it.
I actually, because I'm going through the same thing, but my reasons was that I'm a single mother, so I have no male role model in his life per se on a personal note. But I see y'all a couple, and you
Sure.
have a male in
Sure.
his life. That's a good example too. So I wanted to know, what made you think of it, think about letting him go.
Yeah. And if I had it my way, or if it was my decision, I probably would have kept him with me, for my own personal reasons. But it's not about me. I had the opportunity to grow up with my dad. So why would I take that away from my son?
A lot of women don't think like that. A lot of, guys too, fathers too, a lot of them will hold the child away just because of personal reasons, like she was saying. And then the child grows up and then they understand what's going on, and now they holding the grudge against you because you held them away from their father or their mother because of your personal reasons. So that was a big step for her. It was. I didn't think she was gonna do it. I really didn't. I didn't think she was gonna do it. But I was there with her, and we tried to make sure we weighed all the options, thought about everything, discussed it with him, his wife, and all four of us together, discussing it. And he was comfortable with it. That's the most important thing. This is what he wanted to do. He was comfortable with it. So, and we asked him 3 times over. So he can't say, we didn't ask him or we rushed his decision or anything like that. It was a decision that he made.
Yeah.
It's interesting to watch this process too. Watch her go through this, because when I met Tika, my situation was already in place. You know what I'm saying? Because I was divorced since 2010. And, me and my ex, we already had a plan in place with the kids, and it's been the same ever since. So I think the only new challenges I have with my children are the fact that I'm married. Now that I'm married, it's a little different now. But as part of that blended family, we just have to get used to each other, and work things out the best way we can. As our life it took a turn that we never seen coming at all. But at the same time, this turn that we took, it looks like it's for the better.
Yeah.
It looks like for the better, because we would have never thought about this on our own.
Yeah.
It's one of them other instances where I say, there's got to be somebody else up there sending these ideas down.
Right.
But it's just flipped upside down pretty much. We went from looking for a 5-bedroom house to a doggone
A studio.
5x7. You know what I mean? So we would have never seen that coming. And there's no one in harm's way.
Right.
And everybody's happy. Everybody is pretty much doing what they're supposed to do at this time in their life, whether they were already on it or whether they was pushed to it. They doing what they were supposed to be doing at this time in their life. And same go for us.
Absolutely.
We doing what we supposed to be doing at this time in our life. Our kids are almost grown, and they got other parents, so we got that time to catch a break,
Right.
but it's a blessing to be able to do this. And like we was talking yesterday, I think I was talking to my mom or somebody who was talking to you.
You know?
But we was talking about doing things now that we supposed to do as young kids, you know what I'm saying? 17, 18, 19, 20
Right.
and on up. You know what I'm saying? We're doing that now. But we've already put our time in with the children.
Right.
But at the same time, we wanted children young. I wanted kids young. And I had my kids, I was blessed to have my kids how I wanted them. You know, my son first, and the fact that I even wanted a son and a daughter. I got them in the exact order that I wanted. So now I'm not 40 yet, I'm 37, get ready to be 37 in a couple months. But you know, I get to hang out with my son. He runs track, he plays football, we play basketball. We do things together. We still young, but yet we still get to have a good time and enjoy each other.
Yeah, and it's very different. Just in case y'all missed that little part about what he said, from going from 5 bedrooms to a 5x7, we had all of the children and grandchildren
And friends.
and friends living with us. And we are now in a situation where full-time nobody lives with us. So, you know, the 3 youngest ones we have on the weekends, and the 2 older ones, they're grown, so you got to kind of catch them when you can, whenever they have a minute for you, you know. So this is a huge change. I'm blessed definitely to have the support that I have, because I am still a girl, I am still a woman, and I'm still a mommy. So I will break down in a minute and fall all the way apart because I get a little emotional. But thank God, you know, we get through it, and I understand, like he said, it's for the better for everybody. Whatever it is that we have to learn, grow through, get to, everybody is doing so well at this point. So it's another one of those reassuring factors that we have to be in a position where we're pleasing God.
What?
So
What?
that's our show for today. You want to tell them a little bit about what we're going to talk about next week?
Money. We're going to talk about money next week. Now, as far as the details on this money, I'm going to let her explain that.
So the conversation my husband and I were having as we were riding one day is, you know, most people are independent, and most independent men want an independent woman.
That's right.
So if you're both independent, financially making the other person disposable, then what's the point of marrying somebody? So we're going to talk about money, and you know, if I'm so disposable, what's the point? So please tune in. We thank you guys for watching us. We thank you guys for following us, continuing to support us. We love you. We appreciate it. Don't forget the Mobile Max shop. Give the address and phone number.
2715 South Main Street, Concord, North Carolina. Telephone number is 704-262-3412.
This is Getting to Know Marriage. Have a good one.